Hey, welcome to the today's session, the complete WebGIS Dev Roadmap. Let's jump right in. So basically, I want to show you this three-stage roadmap from tutorials to paid WebGIS developer. Okay, so this is basically the roadmap that I suggest my students that I've gone through to create all the applications that I'm sharing that you might have seen, and also that I'm going through with my students. Okay, and basically we're starting with the WebGIS fundamentals that you can actually understand, hey, what is this front-end stuff, server stuff, and request response thing, okay? Then we go into the browser side that you will be able to create even custom solutions beyond ArcGIS Experience Builder and all these other pretty cool solutions, but of course most of them are limited in some way so that you can overcome this and become crazy valuable to so many companies and people who need that custom solution eventually. Okay, number three is then you go into WebGIS libraries. Often these days it happens that people start right with this one. It was kind of for me like this as well. I jumped into WebGIS libraries, I was totally lost, but when you go through these guys before, everything is way clearer, or not just way clearer, everything just starts making sense in number three here, okay? Then, of course, you want to get a real system, like to program a full system from front-end to back-end to database. You want to understand the server side as well, okay? Then, number five, of course, now you have learned a lot of cool or something really cool, something cool technically, that you enjoy and have a lot of fun with, but of course, hey, there's a cool way to make, or you can make a great career with that, to get more freedom, flexibility in how you're working with people, getting great jobs, starting freelancing, having your own company, okay? And living the fulfilled life that you're looking for traveling, more time for yourself with the family, okay? So basically, who is this session for? So if you're a GIS, environmental and planning person, okay, who has done some Python or Leaflet course or maybe WebGIS basically course before, but you're still not sure how to deploy and ship confidently full applications and getting paid for it, then this session is perfect for you, because I will show you how you start building and shipping confidently, and also how to get paid for this, okay? Then you're absolutely right here. So this is not a coding tutorial, okay? It's basically a roadmap so that you can see, hey, how do I get to this point that I'm getting paid for this and having a cool life, okay? And working maybe as a freelancer, having a cool job, whatever you're looking for, okay? So in 30 minutes, you will know the three main stages, from I written here Leaflet course, basically a WebGIS course, okay, to a WebGIS developer, okay, and what you should be able to do after each stage, okay, of the three stages. So in which stage you are in right now, so you know exactly what to focus on in your next days, okay, maybe 30 days, sometimes 60 days, depending on where you're at. Quick overview of the three stages is basically developer foundations, okay, that you can stop copying pasting code, actually starting understanding how to create real applications, okay, then or at least in the front end. Then I want to show you how to create like real WebGIS applications, like in full, like the full system. Okay, so from front-end toys actually to build a full application with having backend and databases and stuff like that inside. Number three is, how do you create, of course, a great career with that, and how do you monetize this, okay, so that you can earn the money that you're actually looking for. Oh, this is so bad when you say that. Actually, everyone wants that, and we are using that for the cool stuff, of course, right? For our families, for seeing this beautiful planet and helping other people. Okay, so there you go from actually some projects actually, to getting paid with all of this. Okay, so for now, just ask yourself, what do you think? Which stage are you in this moment? Are you still on like the foundations? Are you already creating some real apps? Or are you looking more for clients already, or your next job in this area? Okay. And then write it down, okay, whatever you see, which one you are in. Okay, maybe it will change over this session so that you can update it and then really see, oh yeah, see, actually there might be some gaps, I have to just fill them and then I can do this. Okay, so let's go with this. So the 3 steps, or the three traps that actually keeping many people stuck, most probably you as well, and it was for me the same. So most people are not stuck because they are dumb or lazy or stuff like this. Okay, in fact, you guys are usually, most of you, very, very clever and know how to bring this stuff together. Okay, most people are stuck because of these 3 traps. Okay, trap number 1 is fragmented learning. Okay, like using random Udemy here, some of the YouTube videos there, maybe a Medium article again here. So then maybe, yeah, a little bit of front end, then a bit of Python, then some GIS plugin. But often what I see is the full picture for most of the people who start is missing. Okay, and the problem is not you. Okay, it's simply that no one gave you the right sequence to go through it. Okay, and this is what this roadmap that I've shown you here fixes. Okay, and basically the 3 main stages around that, they fix that. Okay, so come with me, and before I show you how you basically go through it, don't skip this. Okay, come with me in trap 2 and trap 3 that you might see, oh, because sometimes we don't know what we don't know, so it's cool that you come here with me. So trap 2 is often copy and paste development. Okay, so you can follow along. You guys understand what they are explaining. Of course, you're clever, but you're afraid to change code. Maybe you don't know why stuff works. If the requirement changes, people often feel lost. Like if they have to tweak the code, and this is very often the case that you find some sample code that looks like, hey, this makes sense, okay, but you have to tweak it then to your exact use case. Okay, so until you can build small things from scratch and change them confidently, okay, you're actually not done with stage 1. Okay, and that's normal, and the cool thing, it's fixable. Okay, so don't worry about it. Trap number 3 is there is no monetization path. Okay, so even if you have built something, it lives for most people on local host, like on your own laptop. Okay, there's no real user, no portfolio yet, so no clue how to turn it into interviews. Okay, like for getting the job that you actually want, or real freelancing work, your own business. Okay, actually skills alone these days, they don't pay anymore. Okay, applied skills, they actually do, that you're talking with people, figuring real stuff out from them, like, and they're cool strategies, easy strategies that you don't like have to freeze in front of other people like, hey, what should I say, what should I ask? They're cool strategies, easy ways, they're an easy structure to ask people, hey, how can I help you? Where are you at? What's your pain from that? And where do you want to go? Okay, this is basically what you want to understand. Okay, so stage 3 is about using your app actually in the market. Okay, and it's cool that you know a real thing here to solve already. Okay, and not becoming a sales guru or stuff like that. Okay, marketing as whatever. Okay, but someone who really speaks human to human. Okay, so let's zoom out and see what actually has to be true for someone to go from where you're now and to, yeah, I get actually paid for my WebGIS development knowledge. Okay, for that, let's go into number 2 here. Okay, let's give you the deeper overview of these 3 stages finally, so that you know what to do. Okay, and I hope you watched the 3 traps in full, because sometimes it might not make sense why I'm showing this to you before. Okay, make sure that you have watched the traps. Okay, for those people who jumped. So basically here is read. Okay, I mean this. Please go back. It's so important. Take your 3 minutes and you will see you are so much faster in the end. Okay, this is often like this. So the 3 stages are basically developer foundations. Okay, I've shown you that in the beginning. Real WebGIS applications, eventually, like the full system, career, and monetization. So you don't have to learn everything at once. In fact, it's even bad if you learn everything at once. Okay, this is what people often makes totally overwhelmed. You just need structure and to know which stage you're in right now. Be totally honest with you there. Okay, we will go through it and I will ask you this throughout the session. You can always comment it like below the video, next to the video, wherever you are watching this. I would love to understand this, what the outcome of that stage is. Okay, this is also what you have to understand and not skip ahead before you have done this. Okay, because otherwise you will miss something. You will miss the confidence, okay? And then people can feel this. They can feel, hey, yeah, this person could be not, okay? So please make sure but it's easier than you think, okay? No pressure, no crazy thoughts now. Just come with me and you will see what you actually just need, okay? So false belief to crush for this session is, hey, I've done a Leaflet course or a WebGIS development course, so I should move on to advanced stuff. The reality is if you can't build or change small apps without step-by-step instructions from other videos, stuff, okay, you're still in stage 1, okay? And it's not your fault around the WebGIS development courses. Most of them, they don't show the real fundamentals that you can actually program and tweak stuff yourself. With the sample code, most probably you understand the lines, but how you change it, you need the foundations eventually, okay? Because every use case is actually different, okay? Okay, so wherever you are in this moment, that's 100% fine. Just be honest with yourself that you're able to fix that, okay? So what stage 1 includes is basically HTML and CSS. It's important for basic layout, okay, for simple styling and stuff. JavaScript fundamentals, and they're only around 10 to 15 elements. You don't need more. With that, you can write any code that you want, okay, and become really confident that, oh wow, I actually got this, and now I can tweak the samples or write this stuff totally from scratch by myself. Of course, you can still all of the time use Experience Builder and stuff like that, but now you can add even your own widgets with ease and fun, okay? So basically, in JavaScript fundamentals, there are variables, functions, arrays, objects, fetching, like getting data from APIs like weather, fire, and flooding, stuff like that, okay? So, and then DOM manipulation, so how you can actually change the user interface, okay? Then serious map work. You pick your own library, okay? It can be Leaflet, can be MapLibre, can be ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript. Go beyond Hello World, okay? Just showing a map or something. Just check out markers, pop-ups, filters, okay? Layers, how you add layers, maybe drawing a little bit, and visualization, okay? These are the things. The thing is, most of the WebGIS libraries, or all of them actually, basically, they work totally the same. They have these objects like a map, feature layers, markers, whatever, and these guys have properties and methods, okay? Basically, data often, or other properties, and methods are basically functionalities. And you're just using that all of the time. And the cool thing is, actually, when you have learned one of the libraries, can very quickly switch to another, okay? When you have understood this basic, like what these objects are, and they come actually from here, from the JavaScript fundamentals. Okay, so from there, it's cool that you have some Git basics, like how you actually have controls of the versions, okay, that you can see what happened, what changed, what did you change when. Sometimes you're putting in something, and then you can see like, okay, actually this feature is not needed, or it's not cool yet, let's roll back, exchange it with other people, show it to other people, and stuff like that, okay? And working together with other people. So stage 1 is about becoming comfortable controlling, okay, what happens in the browser, like in the front end, okay? This is where WebGIS basically happens. Of course, WebGIS is not only the front end, but it's also the server side, usually. Okay. so that you're not worried about you're not worried about database and backends in stage one actually. Okay, you're not worried about databases or backends in stage one, just the front end. You can do a lot of cool stuff with that already. Okay, you're actually learning to drive the map interface so that people can use their functionalities and yeah, can see real information, can get insights, what we always fancy say, and they can actually see, yeah, okay, and they get this information to make the decisions that they have to do, okay, in an easier way. So the outcome, the benefit of stage one is, yeah, by the end of it, you can take a simple idea like, hey, show these points on a map with filters, pop-ups, and build it from scratch, okay? You can build it yourself. Read other people's front-end code and roughly understand what's happening, okay? Maybe not even roughly, you will most probably totally, or the students usually that come with me, they're fully understanding, wait, what's going on now, okay? Yeah, I totally see, and I can actually tweak this, okay? And you can change the behavior without breaking anything, okay? This is the outcome of stage one. Let's make it a little self-check here. If today, okay, you still panic when you see JavaScript without commands, or you can't fetch actually an API, show the results on the map alone, then your next 30 to 60 days, usually is totally doable, okay, should be stage one work, okay, not more libraries, okay, just mastering these guys exactly, and you can actually leave out Git for now, but exactly these guys in that sequence. Okay, it's same as you can see here, at first HTML, CSS, then JavaScript, and then go into WebGIS libraries. Okay, because only then these objects make sense. And you don't have to go through crazy tutorials where people actually don't understand objects, stuff like themselves, which you're finally using here. Okay, can be really as simple, quick explanations what these properties and methods are, and then you know, oh, okay, they are all of the time in WebGIS libraries, now I can use them and create, yeah, everything that I want here. And if a specific functionality is not there, I can simply create it on my own with my own JavaScript knowledge now. Exactly, that's stage one. All right, then stage two is real WebGIS applications. Okay, store data, use APIs, and deploy everything. False belief to crush in this session for you is, I know Leaflet, okay, or maybe ArcGIS Maps SDK for JavaScript, MapLever can create, yeah, some front-end applications here, okay, so I'm a WebGIS dev now. The reality is your front-end map tinkerer, okay, stage two is making you a real full app builder, okay, this thing, of course, stage one is totally valuable already, okay, and it's a real awesome preparation for stage two. But the thing is now, stage two, you want to be able to create like the full systems, okay, with the backend, like doing analysis there or getting data from a database and sending this to the front end so that people can see real data from real people, okay. So what stage two basically includes is APIs, okay, so calling external APIs, weather sensor servers, designing simple own endpoints, your own things, like with Django, with Node.js, okay. The backend, exactly here, can be Fast API, Django, or Node. Of course, there are a lot of other backend systems as well. I always recommend my people these guys here, because they are actually pretty simple to understand, okay. And it's important here that you see actually a graphic, like how the data flows through all, yeah, these files, through the architecture, basically. Okay, this is very important. In Django, for example, there's a URLs pie, there's a views pie, and then you can send from there your stuff into the database so that you can get data from there. And when you see actually how this works visually, everything becomes way easier, okay? So handle requests, validate data, send responses, of course, so that responses are the stuff that's going from the backend to the front end, basically, okay? And the other part, the other way around is actually a request. So from the front end to the back end, that you're requesting something, like can be an HTML page, can be data from an API and stuff like that. Then database there as well, PostGIS is great. Okay, that's totally not for starting. You can change anytime to other databases. Okay, for storing, querying, filtering spatial data. Okay, deployment, it's perfect. Simply Netlify, Vercel, okay, host backend, maybe render.com, Railway, okay, or having your own VPS. That's basically it. Okay, so stage 2 is where you stop living only in your browser and actually start building the complete applications. Okay, so now you can store real data, connect other systems, and share a URL that people can use from anywhere. All right, so what is the outcome? What's the outcome, the benefits of stage 2? By the end of stage 2, you can build one complete app. Front end, back end, database, and deploy this stuff and give it to real people who can get real insights from your stuff. Okay, make their life easier, better, saving money, saving time, making money. Okay, stuff like this. Okay, really helping them that they get their projects done as optimal as possible. Okay, persist user data. Okay, because usually on the front end, when someone refreshes the web page, data is gone. Okay, so you want to help people to persist their data, that you can send, actually when someone changes something on the front end, you can change what they have changed. You can send what they have changed to the backend. The backend will take it in the script, usually will try changing it in the database. Okay, you send the right code, but trying sometimes means that maybe they have typed in something that really doesn't work. And then usually when everything works, database will say, hey, cool, we could change everything, update everything, and you will send it to the front end. Everything is cool, you sync this, and that's it. Okay, that's so simple. Okay, and you say to someone, hey, here's a link, try my map on your laptop or your phone. Okay, this is where you want to get, and then so that you can start really talking to them, showing, hey, this is what I've done. This is cool. They say, yes, we want you on our project. Okay, this is exactly the outcome of that. No shit. So self-check if all your projects still run only on localhost and you have no database. Okay, you're not done with stage 2 yet. Okay, so your next focus is one full stack app online. Okay, nothing perfect. Okay, just something that you can show to real people. Okay, stage number 3. Yes, you have managed technical stuff now. Then you want to understand, hey, how do I create the career that I want? Getting the job that I want, or actually starting freelancing, okay, having my own business, maybe in selling applications, okay, so that you can actually live the life that you want, from apps actually to opportunities, okay, so the false belief that we want to crush now in this session is, hey, if I build good stuff, people will magically find me. It's actually not like this anymore. Okay, like maybe 30 years ago, you could share one image of your application on LinkedIn, and then that's good. These days, things are working a little bit different. Okay, I need to be an expert in a field for 10 years before I can help anyone. This is also shit. Okay, this is not true. You can just learn it, talking to people. Often they will give you their workflow and you just put it in code. That's it. Stuff that you learn from stage 1 and 2, and you can start earning directly. Okay. The reality is you need 1 or 2 good applications in the same field. Okay, not where you have to make decisions or where your application makes decisions for people when it's about their life or stuff like that. Okay, but like, hey, this is how your field looks like. Please put some more or irrigate more here and there. Okay, like for farmers and in the agricultural field. A clear sentence for you and for others to see that it's really about them, that you can help them. A sentence about who you help and with what exactly, what you're solving. Okay, and the courage to show your work. to real humans. The courage to show your work to real humans. And yeah, it's actually, I remember my first time being on the call with someone, my hand was shaking. What should I say? Actually, I figured out a really cool, structure of what you want to understand from them and then how you can help them. So exactly what to say, okay? So what stage 3 includes is basically, your hero app, okay? It's basically your flagship application around a real workflow, okay? Not some tutorial stuff or things like that, okay? Something real about inspections, a real dashboard, something reporting, something that shows people, hey, this and this is happening in this area, or here you don't have clients there, or go more in this direction, or there's I don't know, a lot of things like for logistics company, hey, don't send your trucks along here, send them along another route and stuff like this, okay? Refine it to be stable and understandable. Make it as simple as possible with the least button clicks. If you can break it down to just one button click, that's perfect, okay? Not like QGIS or ArcGIS Pro where you have to click 1 million of buttons before something is happening here, okay? And in WebGIS applications, often we have specific use cases where you can break it down to sometimes just 2 button clicks, okay? And that's it. That's it, not IP. So positioning, what is that? This is about the niching stuff, okay? It's basically, it's very helpful. Like you can say, I help this type of organizations with this type of WebGIS application. Okay, for example, I help nature organizations with managing forests, okay, and stuff like that. Okay, so that they know, whoa, this person's busy with our stuff. We need exactly this person's help. Okay, I found like a real crazy. I thought like, hey, when I'm this kind of person, I have to buy this. Like there was an advertisement. They said this is a shoe for elderly people who have a balancing problem or who have balancing problems. Okay, and it helps them overcoming this so they can walk straight and easy again. And I was like, wow, when I'm an elderly person, I want to buy this shoe. I want to have this. I want to try this. Okay, this is what this helps. Okay, so when you say exactly, I help these people with that, then they know, oh, got it, I want to do that. So the path is either if you're looking for jobs, use your hero app and the roadmap to get interviews, to get promotions, okay? If you want to get started in freelancing or you're doing it already, okay, create a simple offer, basic pricing, talking to potential clients, okay, with this structure that I told you. Basically, you always want to figure out their current situation, their pains, their problems, and their desired situation, and then you can offer them something that really helps them, okay? So you're exchanging your knowledge with solving their problem, okay? So stage 3 is not about becoming a sales guru, okay? No shitty marketing tricks or nothing like that. You don't have to use this stuff. Just human to human talk, okay? It's about using your apps as conversation starters, okay, with employers, with potential clients. That's basically it. So you stop being a course collector and start being, hey, I'm actually the WebGIS developer who builds that, who solves that, and that for people. Okay. So the outcome benefit of stage 3 is that you can now show 1 to 2 strong applications that solve real world problems where people see like, oh yeah, this person can really create real apps that are doing something real and not just some tutorial applications that we see a lot around. Okay, you can talk to employers, clients about their workflows and how your application can help them make it faster, make it safer and stuff like this. Okay, get interviews or first projects from your portfolio, okay, and not certificates, because people outside there usually they don't care about your certificates. Okay, they want to feel you, they want to hear you, okay, and they hear it in your voice, other ways, in the words that you're using, stuff like that. So let's do a quick self-check here. If you already have some decent apps, okay, but no one outside your friends or this community, okay, has seen them. You're in stage 3, okay, so your next 30 days should be about polishing one hero app and showing it to real people, okay. Just figure out what they really need, okay, not more random tutorials or stuff like that, okay. So the summary, the roadmap again is developer foundations, then eventually real WebGIS applications, okay, with backend, data deployment, career monetization. So turn your applications into jobs and real projects with clients, okay? So you don't have to do everything at once. In fact, again, don't do everything at once. You're getting overwhelmed. Everyone is getting overwhelmed, okay? 1, 2, and then number 3. This is how you want to walk, okay? How you want to go. So you just need to know which stage you're in and focus on that stage's outcome that I've told. Your action task for now is take, maybe 10 seconds, a bit quick, maybe take 20 seconds of your life, which will bring you forward, okay? And say, right now, I'm in stage 1, 2, or 3. Okay, maybe you have a kind of mix of all of them, okay? But be honest with yourself, totally honest here. Because when you're honest with yourself, then you know, oh, actually, yeah, there's a gap that I have to still close, okay? And then for the next, then also write for the next 30 days, my number one focus is, on the specific outcome of that stage, okay? Like, understanding JavaScript, for loops, maybe API, understanding WebGIS libraries, not learning 100 examples, just understand how to use these objects. This is the only thing you need to know, not 100 examples. You just need to understand how you work with these objects. That's everything. You don't need 100 examples. You only need to understand how to work with that objects and its functionalities, like a map, functionalities, feature layers for querying stuff, and so on, okay? So if you want help walking this roadmap faster, okay, we can guide you through all these 3 stages, okay? Review what you built and help you use it for your jobs and starting freelancing work or getting more clients in freelancing if you do freelancing already, okay? If that interests you, fill out the application, okay, that I put below the video or next to it, depending on where you're watching this, and we can see if it makes sense for where you are right now, okay? Looking forward to seeing you, and thanks for watching.